5.3, it's a quadratic equation, and just checking if it is arranged well. That is 4 sine squared x minus 3 sine x minus 1, which is equal to 0, which is arranged very well. So we need to factorize this. Remember, this is the same as 4p squared minus 3p minus 1 is equal to 0. How do you factorize this? The first term times the third term, which is negative 4p squared. Now we need two terms that multiply to give negative 4p, and then if we add them, we must get minus 3p. So it's obvious that two numbers that multiply to give negative 4, whichever difference of 3 is 4 and 1. So now the bigger term, which is 4, will take the negative, and then 1 will take the positive. So we are saying it's negative 4p and then positive p. Even if here you say negative 4p plus p, you get negative. So now we remove the middle term with these two terms. So that is 4p squared minus 4p plus p minus 1 is equal to 0. Then we factorize by grouping. We factor out 4p, then we remain with p minus 1. Here we just factor out positive 1, so we have p minus 1, and then 4p plus 1 into p minus 1 is equal to 0. So if you can't factorize with sine x, you can simply let your sine x be equal to a letter and then do the factorization. Alright, so basically we are saying the factorization of this is 4 sine x plus 1 into sine x minus 1. And please don't just factorize blindly. If you expand this, you must come back to this. Like 4 sine x by negative 1, you get negative 4 sine x. 4 sine x by sine x, you get 4 sine squared x. And then 1 by sine x is positive sine x. And then remember you have negative 4 sine x. If you add, you get this, and then this times this, you get negative 1. So basically, you'll be monitoring your progress. Now, then you use the zero rule. That means either 4 sine x plus 1 is equal to 0, or sine x minus 1 is equal to 0. So this will be sine x is equal to negative 1 over 4, or sine x is equal to 1. Now, we understand that we need to find the reference angles from here. So let's work with this one first. Ref angle will be sine inverse of the positive part of the ratio. So sine inverse of 1 over 4 that gives us 14,48 degrees. Now we understand that when the sine ratio is negative, we are in the third and the fourth quadrant. So let's establish our general solution in the third quadrant. That will be x is equal to 180 degrees plus 14,48 degrees plus k by 360 degrees, and this will give us 194,48 degrees plus k by 360 degrees. Of course, where k is an element of integers. But then remember that you are given the interval for the values of x, so you don't leave it as a general solution. You need to find the values of x that are in this interval. So you can take your k as 0. That would mean you are saying x is an element. When k is 0, you get 194.48 degrees. When k is 1, it will be above 360 degrees. When k is negative 1, it will also be negative. So we are only getting one solution from this. And then in the fourth quadrant, just to write x will be negative 14.48 degrees plus k by 360 degrees. And then if we take our k to be 0, we get negative, which is out of that interval. If we take k being equal to 1, we'll be having we'll be having 345.52 degrees. So that's what we are getting from this one. And then let's come to the other one. Sine x is equal to 1. Our reference angle will be sine inverse of 1, which will give us 90 degrees. And this is positive, that means we are in the first and the second quadrant. So we are saying our x is equal to 90 degrees plus k by 360 degrees. Of course, where k is an element of integers. And then when k is 0, we get 90 degrees. So we are adding our angles here. When k is positive 1, it goes beyond. Negative 1 is negative. And then even if we go now to say in the second quadrant is 180 minus 90, it comes to the same. So basically, our answers are these three. That is how you were supposed to solve this equation.